Music just cut out. What happened? Hello and welcome to a new week, new lives, and we're going to talk about belief today. So if you are somebody that lacks belief in yourself to be successful in this industry, you doubt yourself, you second guess whether you're going to make it in this industry, you want to give up over and over again, all those kind of feelings that you might have, then this is a live for you. Hey, it's Helen here. If you are in the social selling industry, network marketing, MLM, etc., and you're building a business online, you want to maximize the online platform with attraction marketing strategies, then you're in the right place. But what I concentrate is really being a human before a marketer. And I was actually talking to somebody about this just in the last couple of days, and it's interesting people's perception on being a human before a marketer. Some people say, well, I just don't want to dance around the edges and I just want to get straight to the point when I'm in Messenger. So they go straight into business or straight into product. That's kind of, yeah. When I say human before a marketer, I'm like, if I walked up to you in the street and we hadn't seen each other for a while, would you go straight into a pitch for your product or business to me if you saw me face to face? I'm presuming the answer to that would probably be no. You'd say, hi, how you going? And, I've been meaning to talk to you about something. I wanted to just get your opinion on blah, blah, blah. You would actually talk to the person first if they were in front of you as a human. Does that make sense? So it's interesting people's perception on being a human before a marketer. Anyway, I digress. If you are watching live, say hello. Let me know you're watching. I really want to give some insight today as to if you really struggle with this industry and have doubts around the fact whether you're ever going to make it in this industry, whether it's worth all the effort or not, and you feel like you want to give up over and over again, then there are things that we need to really realize and go through kind of a bit of a thought process around this. So I'm hoping this video will help some of you. Just a couple of reminders and I guess a bit of an announcement today as well. As of this week, this might not mean much to you, but it's pretty big for me. I'm not going to go live 3 days a week anymore as of this week. I'm only going to go live twice. Now, the reason for that is that we have a lot of team calls and things that happen for our team at the end of the week. So depending where you are located, so US, Canada, etc., like Thursday evening, for me, it's like Friday morning. I've gone live for I don't know how many years in a row, many years, but I'm giving that up to concentrate on my team at the end of the week. So I'll be live today every week and I will be live in 2 days time. So that's either Monday night and Wednesday night, or like US, Canada, it'll be Tuesdays and Thursdays if you're in Australia, New Zealand, etc. Because I really want to concentrate on my team at the end of the week. Does that make sense? So bit of a sacrifice for my public live videos, but I just wanted to let you guys know, because if you're looking for that video at the end of the week, I won't be here. I'm going to concentrate on my team on that day because there's a lot of conflicts and stuff. So just wanted to let you know that. Okay. So lack of belief in this industry might look like, you doubt yourself a little bit as to whether, you're going to get to that next rank or you're going to be successful. It might be that you second guess whether you're made for this industry, whether you can do it, whether you can build a brand, whether you can build an audience. Like you might second guess whether it's possible for you. It might look like, you comparing yourself to other leaders and you think they're so much better than you or more confident than you or even better looking than you or, much more confident than you. And you don't know if you're ever going to measure up to that. That might be what lack of belief sort of looks like. It might be imposter syndrome where you think, who would listen to me? I haven't recruited anybody online yet, so why would anybody listen to me talking about that? Or I'm not a picture of health. If you've got health and wellness products, why would anyone listen to me? Like, does any of that like ring true for you? Just put yes in the comments if you can kind of understand or relate to any of those things that I'm sharing. So this is very common thought processes for people in our industry. What I want to highlight around this is that all of that, if you have a lack of belief and lack of confidence in what you're doing in this industry, it's all that is all internal. So what we need to realize is that's all internal. It's all us. It's all our thought process. It's how we've been brought up. It's our lifestyle. It's the people that molded us. It's our parents. It's our teachers. It's our mentors. That's all internal. It's actually got nothing to do with the company, with the products, the comp plan, the distribution, the pricing, all the stuff that people blame the industry on as to why they can't be successful. It's actually got nothing to do with any of that. That might have factors that come into play at various times. But if you've got a lack of belief in whether you can be successful in this industry, you must realize that is all internal. And I know I've done these videos for years. And like my first live video, this live video of the week is always something to do with personal development, personal growth, something like what I'm talking about today. To me, this is the most important video that I do in the week, because it's this that'll make or break you. It's actually not the products that you're selling. It's not the comp plan. It's not the company. It's not any of that kind of stuff. Yes, it's important. I'm not kind of diminishing that it's not important. But what's going to make you successful in this industry is your belief in yourself and your confidence in yourself and the action that you take accordingly. Because people that lack belief and lack confidence hide away and shy away and have huge fears, and they think a lot, they overthink a lot, but they don't take a lot of action. They're not very coachable. They know what they need to do. Like even in my team, like we have done for you funnels that our team can implement. We have multiple team calls a week. We have so much support. We've got lots for our team to adopt, and there'll still be people in my team that won't do the work. And I know it's not because they have a lack of support. Okay, it's not that they don't have the leadership. It's not that they don't have the systems. It's not that they don't have the funnels. It's not that they don't have the Facebook groups. It's probably something to do with their lack of belief in themselves. Am I making sense? I'm not trying to have a go at anybody, especially anyone listening that's in my team. But I know even for me, when I don't show up, it's because I'm not feeling good about something, or I'm doubting myself, or I'm overthinking how I'm showing up, or I'm worrying about what people might think, those kind of things. It's those kind of thought processes that'll hold you back from doing what you need to do. Because if you were guaranteed that in 12 months time or 2 years time that you were going to be successful in this industry, you would stick at it, wouldn't you? You'd do the hard yards. If you were guaranteed to know that you were successful, you'd do the hard yard. But we're not guaranteed anything. We've got to show up and do hard things while we're kind of building the belief and building the confidence. But here's the thing that we need to understand. Courage comes before confidence. So people are sitting back thinking, I'll learn more about the products, or I'll learn more about the company, or I'll learn more about social media, or I'll learn more about funnels, or I'll learn more about reels, I'll learn more about stories. I'll start learning more and, watching another training, and you get stuck in learning mode and thinking mode. So you're learning a lot. You're thinking a lot about what you should post, how you should post, who you should follow up with, getting on the team calls, getting on, networking calls, those kind of things. Like, you think a lot about it, but there's not a lot, I'm tongue-tied already, not a lot of action taking. So I hope I said that in the right way. Like, you understand what I'm saying. A lot of people that are not successful in this industry and lack the belief, you're doing too much thinking, like you're overthinking, and you're probably doing too much training, like you're learning things, and that's not a bad thing. Like, we want to improve our skills, but you're not putting the skills into action enough, or you're not having enough courage to do things that scare you, that you're fearful of. And here's the kicker: all the stuff that causes you to have a lack of belief, it's generally buried in your subconscious. So you will continue to have doubts in yourself and lack of belief in, your ability in this industry on an ongoing basis, unless you choose to make a decision to change it, unless you raise your level of awareness around it and change it. And that's why I talk about it. Some of you will listen to, or some people won't even listen to this video just because of the title. It's not what they're looking for. They're looking for the shiniest thing around Reels, the latest thing that's going to get them, the customer. They're not really looking in the mirror enough. But what's going to actually make or break you in this industry is your belief in yourself. So you just go and do the things that you're scared to do because you just believe that it's going to happen. You believe that you can make it happen. You believe in yourself, even if other people don't around you, even if your family don't. You know what you're going for. You know what you're striving for. You know no one else is paying your bills, and you're just going to go for it anyway, even if it hurts a little bit, or even if you're scared, to do it. You're just going to do it anyway. So that is the belief that you need to get to. Like, you're strong, you're convicted, you feel good about it, you know where you're going, you've got the right people in your corner, you've got the right leaders in your corner, you've got the right systems, you've got everything around you to be successful. Now you've just got to go and do it. So lack of belief is internal, it's not external. So what do you need to work on to build your belief? And this is where people think it's, they watch a video like this and they go, yeah, that's right, I know that. But what are you actually doing about it? And it's the small things that you do every day that count. It's, what are you doing for you to help you be a better version of yourself in business and personally? And for some of you, it might be how you physically feel. When this is just me, I don't know if any of you can relate to this, but when I don't feel physically good, I don't show up as much online. I don't show up as much in my stories. I don't show up as much, on my feed. When I don't feel good, I retreat a little bit. Can any of you relate to that? I put the number 1 down below if you can relate to that. Like, if you're not feeling it, because we're humans and we're driven by emotions. And when we don't feel good, we hide a little bit. And that's the worst thing that we can do. This is where we need to rely on discipline and not motivation. So when we rely on feelings and we rely on motivation to post on social media, we rely on motivation to go live, we rely on motivation to get in our stories, we rely on motivation to show up on a team call. There's so many people in this industry that just don't feel like getting on a call, so they don't. They don't feel like getting on the company call, or they don't feel like getting on the team call, so they just don't. Like, it's our physical feelings actually drive us more than you realize. So this is where discipline, like, if you really want to be successful in this industry, this is where the discipline has got to kick in and not the motivation, because motivation is fleeting. And if you really don't feel good, physically, I know, I'm kind of there at the moment with myself. It's like I put on a little bit of weight because of Easter and my birthday, and I just don't feel as physically on point as I normally do. Like, I don't feel that bad, but I don't feel as physically good as I normally do. And how that shows up in my life is incredible. Like, yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't physically feel good, like, you just don't feel like doing things, so you just don't. But I know that doesn't work. And I know that's not going to get me to where I want to go, either physically. Like, I've got to get up in the morning exercise. I even put it on my stories this morning. Like, I did not want to get up this morning. And I looked at my clock for 15 minutes before I rolled out of bed. And I don't normally do that. But I just didn't want to get out of bed this morning. And I looked at my clock and I'm like, yeah, I'll get up in a minute. Looked at it again. I'll get up in a minute. And I don't normally do that, but I just really didn't want to go. And then 15 minutes later, I was like, okay, long enough, Helen. Get up, and I did get up and exercise this morning, but that's not motivation. That's discipline. And I know when I feel good, when I physically feel good and I'm happier, I'm more confident and I'll create more content. See how it flows? So for you, like why do you lack belief? What is it about you? Is it like you just don't feel good about yourself? Or is it something like you're scared, you're fearful? Do you worry too much about what other people think of you? Like you've got to put your finger on where your lack of belief is and why you're not showing up, because you've got to have the courage before the confidence. You've got to have the courage to post. You've got to have the courage to get in your stories. You've got to have the courage to message somebody. You've got to have the courage to, do some things that make you feel uncomfortable. But that's what it takes to build belief. So look in the mirror. Why do you lack belief in yourself? You were born with all the ability like everyone else is. You are born for good things. You're born for greatness. Go after it. Go get it. Why don't you? What's holding you back? What are you fearful of? Why aren't you showing up more in your stories? Why aren't you showing up more in your feed? Is it because you don't feel good about yourself? What is it? This is all the internal stuff. So you can, watch all the training, learn the reels, learn the TikToks, learn the stories, learn all the fancy stuff. But it's a combination of that skill, and you've got to have a huge, strong belief in you, because you are worth it. You know that, don't you? You are worth it. You're worthy of a really healthy bank account. You're worthy of, great things. You're worthy of having what you want, not struggling to pay the bills, not struggling through life. Like, you're worthy of better things, but you've really got to back yourself and have huge belief in yourself to go get it, because you've got to have the courage to go and do things that scare the shit out of you. Sorry, just being blunt. Because building a business on social media, if that's what you want, like attraction marketing, building on social media, whether that's Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or Pinterest or LinkedIn or whatever your platform is, it takes guts. And it takes, the necessary action, and stop making excuses. So many people make excuses and they believe their own excuses. Don't give in to your excuses. I hear them all. Why people haven't done certain things. In my highest level mentorship program, I hear all the excuses, and they even believe their own excuses. Okay? It takes one decision to be better. It takes one decision. I know 2 years ago when I started to, when I lost all my weight and went through that process, all it was a decision. I had enough. Don't feel good about myself. Don't have much energy. Don't feel good. My clothes are getting tighter. And now I've been diagnosed with lupus. Like, that was 2 years ago. Like, how inflamed can my body be? I've had enough. I made a decision and I made changes. And I lost 23 kilos, over 50 pounds in 5.5 months from one decision. Was it tough along the way? Did it feel good along the way? Not always. Like, whether it's your health or whatever, or it's business, you've got to have the courage before you have the confidence. And the confidence will help you build your belief. But you can't wait for the belief. You got to work on building your belief and having the courage before the confidence. And it's just a decision. If you want more for your life, if you want more money in your bank account, you want more customers, you want to build a bigger team, you got to make some decisions to go for it. And you're worth it. Okay? Jane, this is my struggle right now. Need to get more physical to get better and motivated. And it's incredible. And I talk about this in my highest level mentorship program, the relationship, and people don't realize this, the relationship between how you feel about yourself and the success that you're going to have in your business. They go hand in hand. So if you don't feel good about yourself, if you've got lack of belief in yourself, if you just don't feel good about yourself, that you've got a lot of fears, you've got a lot of doubts, you've got a really low lack of self-worth, it will absolutely 100% translate into your business. So start there. Learn what you need to learn for your business. Like the reels and the TikTok and the stories and networking and prospecting and conversations and all those skills, but work on you at the same time. Feeling better about yourself, being more confident, pushing yourself to exercise if you don't, pushing yourself to eat healthier if you don't, pushing yourself to drink more water because you don't drink enough, like making really good choices so you can be the best version of you. And when you're the best version of you, you'll build an amazing business because you'll back yourself, you believe yourself, you'll stop overthinking, you'll just go and do things quicker. And when you do all of that, you'll get more confidence and then you'll really soar. But it actually literally starts with you. So just speaking about it because it's reality for most people, but they're not really thinking about it, enough. And we are, we are who we are. And a lot of our thought processes are actually established by the time we're 7 years of age. So some of the things like lack of self-belief and lack of self-worth is something that happened when we're a kid, and it's buried so deep that we continue the same patterns. Like, have you ever done something and thought, here I am again, same thing's happening, or I'm doubting myself like I always have, or, I'm in the same relationship with not a good person, or I'm letting people treat me badly, or I'm letting everybody get the best of me instead of looking after myself. Like that's probably years of behavior of the same thing. So unless you actually consciously think about it, do something about it, have a high level of awareness about it, make decisions to change it, you'll probably continue those same patterns for the rest of your life. So this is why I kind of talk about this in these kind of videos, is just to raise people's levels of awareness about our self-responsibility. And we are so much more in control than we think we are. We've just got to make a decision to change. It's just a decision to change and move in the right direction. But it doesn't happen overnight. We are who we are over kind of years. So you can't expect to just make a decision and it's changed. You've got to, make the decisions, but then stick at it. It's the small things that you do every day that are going to help you be a better version of yourself and help you build a better business. It's not being all amazing in your business for 4 weeks and then being terrible for 3 months and backing away because now you're back in your own head and you're shying away and whatever. Like, it's the small things that you do every day. It's doing a piece of content every day. It's networking every day. It's friend requesting every day. It's the little things that you do every day that's going to build yourself an amazing business. And you know that with health. You can't go to the gym 3 times and have big muscles. You got to go to the gym every day or 3 times a week or whatever, to get to build muscle. Your business is no different. You can't, build an amazing business overnight. It's the small things that you do every day, like building muscle and getting healthier, that we do physically. Your business is the same. So do the boring things, do the things that you're scared of, and build the muscle in your business like you would build muscle in health-wise. I hope that makes sense. Okay. All right. So thank you for listening to my little pep talk today. It's just so important in this industry, and I just wish people would realize more of this and the internal responsibility that it takes, and just the decision. The quick decisions that you can make to, no, I'm better than this, I'm worthy, I'm going to do this, and then you make the right decisions to follow that path. Okay. So it just comes from a place of love, to take on that self-responsibility and go after what it is that that you want. You're worth it, but it's hard work. It's not easy. If this industry was easy, everybody would do it. It would be, just more people would do it. So we know it's not easy, okay? But it's absolutely worth it. So I will see you live, not tomorrow, but the next day. Those of you in my coaching community, we're talking about attention-grabbing hooks. That's so important on your social media, attention-grabbing hooks. So for those of you in my coaching community, catch that training in a couple of days' time. And I will be back here with a very successful network marketer in the industry who's going to give us some really good tips around Reels and how she's become so successful in a very short amount of time. So make sure you catch my live in 2 days' time. Okay, catch you then. Bye.